Hey guys, today we're talking about shooting macro photography on a budget. I saw all these cool pictures of bugs and spiders and stuff in magazines and on the internet and everything, and I thought, well, I take photos, how do I do that? Like, I wanna do that. And for like 2-3 weeks, maybe a month, I spent like every day just out there just shooting macro photography. I got some really cool stuff, but I'm going to show you how I did that and how I did that without hardly spending any money. So all lenses have a minimum focus distance where you can't move it any closer and have it still focus. It just doesn't have it. It's not built right for that. So for those of you that don't know, all these mirrorless cameras and even DSLRs can be used with old film lenses. That's really awesome because something like a 50 millimeter lens for my Sony a7S II is like $300, and they're about $15 on eBay for an old Minolta film lens. This isn't going to be as sharp and as perfect and have autofocus and all that stuff like the Sony lens would for $300, but the images come out with so much more character because they're old lenses. We'll talk about these lenses more in a later episode, but today we're talking about how you can use old lenses and a few different options to get really awesome, really crazy close macro photography. So this is a 2x teleconverter, or just a doubler. Basically, it takes any lens and makes it twice as zoomed in. So I'm going to put that on, and then I'm going to put on this. So this is a Minolta 35-85 f2.8. So it's a decently fast lens. I've used this in a lot of my videos, like the crater video and stuff like that. But I found that this one's actually pretty good for macro shots. So especially when I use the doubler. So you connect it on like that, and I know this is like this much is camera and this so it's a little ridiculous looking, but it works. This is the exact setup I used to get these shots. Oh, okay, are you done? Is it over? So the next trick for getting good macro photography is to use extension tubes. So what these do, and see these are marked 1, 2, 3 because you can use just any, say I only want to extend it that far or anything. So what these do is they connect onto your camera body, and what they do is they scoot whatever lens you're using further away from the camera, and this increases the size of the image on your sensor because it projects out. So scooting it back, it projects out bigger, and boom. See, so similar as the last one, but this one has less glass in between, so it could come out to a sharper image, but it also makes it darker. You lose light the further you pull it away. So this lets you get pretty close too, and super cheap. Like, I think this was $10, something like that. So then the third thing that I'm going to show you is using a reverse ring. So what this does is it screws on like a lens filter, and you can screw it in, and then it lets you put a lens on backwards. So now we're going to combine a few of these. So this is the reverse mounting of the 50 millimeter lens with the extension tube. Then the extension tube goes onto the camera. So then we have a 50 millimeter lens reversed on all 3 of my extension tubes, and this is going to allow me to get a very close image. Macro photography is something that's really awesome, really rewarding. You'll have so much fun out there just going around on the ground, even just in your own yard, just shooting like little bugs and plants and whatever. And seriously, like I walked around my yard for like 2 weeks, just taking shots of like everything. Anytime I'd find a new bug, I'd run and get my camera. And well, aren't you an ugly little f***er? Aww. Thank you all for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or suggestions for future episodes of photography stuff. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon.